So I'm leaving Mountain Home. I'm on the west side of town. Down Sunset Strip, there's it's right back there. It's a gas station, a Burger King, and there's a little road that runs off into the desert. Right now it's paralleling Interstate 84, which is probably half a mile over there. Recently, this road wasn't always paved, but I remember this road pretty well. There's actually, and I'll put a link to a satellite view to Google Maps. There's actually an interesting geologic feature down this road. It's two very large volcanic craters. Very cool. Actually, it wouldn't be a bad place to camp. But I'm going down this road. There's actually two roads that come back up to Interstate 84. One of them comes up, I think it's called Simcoe Road, or it might be Orchard Road, I can't remember. But it goes up to a truck stop called the Stage Stop, which is about halfway between Mountain Home and Boise. And then I'll be riding on the interstate for a little while, a couple miles, and you can take the interstate. As a matter of fact, I'll put a link for the Idaho Department of Transportation's official bicycle map, and you'll see that the interstates are a recommended bicycle route in Idaho, mostly because there's not much else. This road is not well known or well traveled, but there's a lot of construction right now on 84 between here and the Stage Stop, and they've got several of the lanes closed down. I think there's only one lane in each direction. So that's dangerous. When you put interstate and construction together, that can be a dangerous place for a bicycle. So I'm choosing to do a couple extra miles here in the desert on this very lightly used road, where I'll go back up to the Stage Stop, jump on 84, then I'll go down a couple miles and take Federal Way, which is a road that comes off the interstate and then descends right into Boise. And tonight I'm staying with a Warm Showers host, and apparently this Warm Showers host sees quite a few people, because they just had 2 or 3 people last night. They're probably going to have one tonight, or I'm going to be there and they're going to have somebody else. And I'm probably going to camp in their backyard, but it's almost right downtown, just to the south of the Boise River. So that'll be cool. She's also, actually I found this Warm Showers host. Her and her husband are avid bicycle tourists, and they've been all over the world. And woo, if you're smart, you get on these cattle guards and go right down the middle of that thing, and then you don't have to hit the bumps. But you got to be pretty good bicyclist to do that. But anyway, my Warm Showers host is an avid bicycle tourist, and I guess they have quite a few people come through town. She's also my Facebook friend, so thank you, Rachel, in advance. Thank you in advance. So on to Boise. Well, I'm here in Boise, and I'm riding here on Interstate 84. And I'm going to a Warm Showers host somewhere in town. And let's see. Boise's a pretty big town. I'm not a big fan of riding on the interstate, but there's not a lot of options. So I'm here in the deepest, darkest backyard of a Warm Showers host, almost in the center of Boise, Idaho. And it's nice. people that I'm staying with are bicycle tourists. They actually have done round-the-world trips and year-long trips in Asia and India. So there's lots to talk about. I'm gonna stay here 2 nights and spend the day here in Boise today. I'm sitting here in Boise, Idaho with Nancy Vogel. Thank you so much for doing a quick interview.
Yeah, thank you.
Nancy Vogel and family. Your website is
familyonbikes.org.
and that will appear at the bottom of the screen.
Perfect.
Thank you very much. And you guys have traveled the Pan American Highway, 16,000 miles.
17,000.
Okay. 17,000 miles with took you 3 years with 2 10-year-olds. Started
when they were 10. Yep.
and finished when they were 13.
Yeah.
And you homeschooled them the entire time. And you're an avid blogger.
Yep.
And you're, let's see, you have a book that just recently came out.
I do. I've actually got 2 books that just came out.
Okay.
One is about our trip. We spent a year cycling Pakistan, India, Nepal, and Bangladesh back in 1990 and 91.
Okay.
So that one just came out, and we also have just a bicycle, a guide, bicycle touring with children, a guide to getting started. So anybody who wants to take their kids out bicycle touring, that's out too.
Well, where can people find this book?
They are on Amazon. Both of them are on Amazon.
Good.
Or you can go to our website, familyonbikes.org,
Okay.
and they're there as well.
I'll put the link to the Amazon site and your website.
Actually, the Bicycle Touring with Kids is a free ebook on our site.
Awesome.
We had to charge on Amazon because of the way it's set up, but, but in our site, it's a free ebook.
Fantastic. Well, let me just, again, I just cannot thank you enough. It is my honor to have the opportunity to meet you, and I just thank you very much for taking the time out.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
So I'm in Boise, Idaho, and I'm on the Greenbelt, which is a bicycle path, multi-purpose path, that runs along the Boise River, which is right there. It's right downtown. And I spent 2 nights here with the Warm Showers host, and got to meet a whole bunch of people that I knew from when I lived in this area before, and I got to meet Nancy Vogel, and had a good time in Boise. It's a beautiful little town. It's a very bicycle-friendly town, and I think probably because of the university. There's bicycles everywhere downtown. Just a lot of bicycles. A lot of bicycle infrastructure. Today I'm headed to the west, out of Boise. The first 5 miles will be right here on the Greenbelt. And not exactly sure. I have to find some internet to figure out where I'm going to go. So I've come out of Boise here about 25 or 30 miles. I hope I don't have food on me. And I'm in the town of Parma. And in the city park here, they have tent camping for $10. Although there is a warning. So, I mean, it's obviously like noon, so I'm not stopping. But $10, that's not bad. 14-day stay limit. That's a nice long limit. There's a bathroom there with showers, so this wouldn't be a bad stop. You know, when I was coming through Hatch, New Mexico, that area, the roads were covered with red chili peppers. They were falling off the trucks. It was harvest season. And right here in this part of Idaho, they're harvesting onions. And there's onions. There's onions up and down the road, so maybe I should pick up a couple. So up here to my right is a huge onion field, and it's like that. It's been like that. Almost all these fields are nothing but onions. And definitely have the tang of onions in the air. So right here is where I'm gonna jump off of Highway 20, and Highway 20 has been very good to me. I crossed a lot of the Midwest on Highway 20, a lot of Wyoming, through southern Idaho on Highway 20. And it's right here where I'm gonna take 95 to the north, and Highway 20 heads out west. So I'm about 230 miles out of Lewiston, which Highway 95 goes almost all the way there, and I'll be back on the Trans Am for probably 150 of those miles. So that'd be nice. I get back on Trans Am and maybe meet some other bicyclists, because I won't see any probably until, you know, if I'm back on the Trans Am, there's always the possibility. So goodbye to Highway 20. Hello to Highway 95. So I'm in Fruitland, Idaho, and I guess it's about 3 o'clock. And see this field right here? This is a field of spearmint, and I just picked a couple little sprigs. It is highly aromatic. So I left Payette this morning and went through Weiser and climbed up, pretty substantial climb, and now I've got this 3 mile 6% downhill. So I'm up here at about 3,400 feet, and still headed north on 95, which is I got an okay shoulder. There was a section during the climb that didn't have a shoulder, but the traffic has been fairly light, and it's hot. It's gonna be hot today, and tomorrow we're looking at a cold front coming through tonight, so about 15 degrees cooler, plus the possibility of rain, which is nice. But I'm gonna try to make it as far north here as I can today, and I'll find a place to camp. There's a campground in the Payette National Forest just north of Riggins that might work out. So I'm here in Cambridge, Idaho, and just came off 95, which runs that way. It comes down and ends right here at this corner, and right there is also where 71 goes out to the west. And I'm back on the Trans Am up until I get to shoot, I can't remember, up past where the cutoff to Lewiston is. So probably about 120 miles of Trans Am. Anyway, there's a bike trail here. It's called the Weiser River Trail, and it runs 85 miles. I know. This is the first part of the trail that I've seen that's paved. The rest of it downriver looks like it's gravel, which is fine. Although it looks like it's paved through town. And there's a map right here that shows it starts in Weiser. Here's Cambridge at the 40-mile mark, and then ends close to New Meadows. Camping is allowed in designated areas, but the areas are not designated on the map, so I don't know. So I was thinking about just taking off for a mile or two, finding a quiet spot, and just camping on the trail, which I may do. So I looked at the weather here, and cold front's pushing through tonight, so it's looking like it's going to rain pretty good too, a substantial amount of rain. And what I've decided is, instead of camping out, I think I'm going to go to, there's actually a couple of hotels in town, and I think there's 2 RV parks, but there's a place called Mundo RV Park. Unfortunately, it's 3 miles out of town, but they also have a hostel, brand new hostel. The website says $16 a night, which ain't bad. So because it's gonna rain, and because I like hostels, I'm on my way out of town right now, out of Cambridge. And I guess this is the north side of town. And I'm headed down this way to 3 miles to Mundo RV Park. We'll take a look at it. Gotta hurry up because I'm running out of daylight. So I'm just the Mundo RV Park, and I'm kind of sprinting here because I'm right in the gust front, and the thunder and lightning is right behind me. Just remember the time I was on the Gap and I said basically the same thing. That the rain was about to start, and of course I got poured on. So I've just arrived here at the hostel, and I haven't looked at it. It's locked. I don't even, hopefully it's open. This is the hostel. I just gotta go figure out who to talk to. I don't see anybody. So I pulled in here to the hostel at Mundo RV Park, and I'm giving you a pan around so you can see. There's queen size bed, bunk on top, queen size bed, bunk on way up top. It's taller than this one. Microwave, refrigerator, coffee pot. I don't know why this bathtub is right here. There's a bathroom there and a bathroom there, both of which have showers. I'm doing my laundry. You can tell when I'm doing my laundry because I wear the same. I wear my green pants when I do laundry. So this is the bathroom. There's a shower here, toilet there, and you'll notice that there's an outside door. And there's some sheep and goats and cows. And there's an outside door because you can camp here. You don't have to stay at the hostel. I don't know if it's this, maybe I don't know, here or over there. I don't know where they put you if you're in. But it was storming. I mean, it was just coming down like in buckets. So both of these bathrooms have outside access for the tent campers. Tent camping is $13 a night. Here in the hostel, it is really going to storm tonight. This was a very good thing that I found this place. I found it on the internet using the method that I normally do, is scaling Google Maps down to about 200 miles and then just typing in campgrounds. That's how I found this place. But it is really nasty outside, and it's going to storm again. Anyway, this is a great place. You know what? Something I never mentioned is I always have one of these packs of detergent, and I just keep it in the bottom of my bob bag. I think I've had this since Florida. But if you ever do get to a place like this that has washer and dryers, these are free, I guess. They didn't ask, and neither did I. But there's laundry detergent up there, so I didn't have to use mine. It would probably be better to carry powdered in a small Ziploc bag. It'd be lighter weight than liquid. Just like every other hostel, there's a book. So I always draw a picture of the U.S. and a little picture of a guy on a bicycle and a little message and where I've been and how many miles. So I think this is, like I said, the 15th hostel. I think this is hostel number 15. I'm trying to think when the last hostel. Probably was on the Gap. What was the name of that hostel where I met Craig Hamnet? I think I've mentioned Craig Hamnet more times in my videos. I liked him. He's a good guy. And but I can't remember the name of town that hostel's in. Anyway, Mundo, $16 a night. I have my computer out. Oh, I shouldn't be playing music, right? Because it would violate copyright, so I can't play music while I do this. But the Australian through hikers of the Continental Divide Trail that I met in Lander, the night that I camped with them, they put a couple of albums of Harry Manx. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. I never had before. It's kind of a bluesy, folky kind of music. Very cool. I like it a lot. And I'm just sitting in here. Actually, I'm in here tweeting. There is a Wi-Fi signal, but it's secure. They have the router. They just got all this stuff. They have it all in boxes at the office. I saw it, so I know. They said if you had been here a week from now, I'd have had some Wi-Fi too. So what do you do? You just can't beat this for $16. Now somebody could come through that door any second, and you know, the times that I stay in hostels, I think are the only times on this trip where I do not have the bike inside. Because anytime I stay in a hotel, always right there. And whenever I camp, the bike is less than 4 feet from my tent, locked to something. So it's weird. My bike isn't in vision right now, so it's not common when you're on it. I'm kind of married to that bicycle, so I'll lock it up. It's sitting on my front porch. But anyway, Mundo RV Ranch, $16 a night, $13 to tent, and an interesting thing about Mundo RV Park is it's right on the Weezer River, like literally right on the Weezer River. But there's also a 500-gallon-a-minute hot spring, natural hot spring, that comes out of the ground at about 140 degrees. And they have a very large pool set up. So if you want to, they'll let cross-country bicyclists go soak in the pool. So go check that out. It's pretty hot water too.